Just come down here. Compromise. So this video is going to be the effects that PrEP has on a relationship and our kind of positives and negatives to what we've kind of experienced being a couple in PrEP and stuff, and people have been quite interested in this subject, so thought it'd be good to put him in the limelight as well. So, but we have our positives and our negatives to being in PrEP in a relationship and stuff like that, so we're gonna go ahead and just do this. So number one, it's nice to have someone around through the hard times and like the rubbish times and stuff, support you through what you're going through, because PrEP isn't easy. It sucks if you're doing it by yourself sometimes, and when you don't have people that understand it completely. It's nice to have a companion alongside with you to kind of help you and see you through PrEP. You can make food prep together, that's always handy, because I always make this one food prep. He never makes me food prep though, so.
I do sometimes.
You'd never make me food prep, ever. For the last like couple of weeks I've made you food prep and you've always slept. That's what you've done. It's made us stronger as a couple. Like when we first met, we were both into the gym and then we both got into bodybuilding, so but I feel bodybuilding has made us stronger as a couple. For every relationship it's going to be different. Like we know people that it's broken their relationship up because it's a lot harder, but we'll get onto that, into the negatives of like being in a relationship anyway. But for us, I feel like it's more motivating to know that there's someone alongside you doing the same thing, you know what they're going through and stuff like that. Going together, make food together. I think it, for me, like for us, it's made us stronger as a couple, and like it's given us extra motivation knowing that there's two of us doing it, and like he knows what I'm going through and I know what he's going through. So for me, it's nice to have that support. And like if I probably wouldn't be able to do it on my own, to be fair. So because he does my tan, he does everything for me on show day, like everything, and the lead up to PrEP, like it's just nice to have support, and it helps you stay on track. Like if you have a partner, sometimes you're feeling like I really can't do this today, it's nice to have that person, if they know what obviously the bodybuilding world's about and stuff, to kind of keep you on track and push you and say like, have you had your meals? Like that's what we always do. Like when I get back from work, I'm like, how many meals have you got left? I always nag you all the time. Like it's just nice, like it's a good reminder for someone to be there all the time and kind of say, have you done this, have you done that, like reminding you of what you're doing and what your goals are, I think anyway. So we're gonna move on to the negatives now, and I feel like the negatives seem like more than the positives, but I feel like the positives, there's a few positives obviously, but they're a lot bigger than what the negatives are anyway. So the first one is that you can't, like you can do stuff when you're on PrEP, like there is a lot of things that you can do, but
it shouldn't really change what you do.
No, but a lot of things, like one of you's on PrEP and the other isn't, it's very difficult because the other person will want to go out for food, and like if you're on PrEP you can't go out for food. Like my suggestion would be to, like, if you have a cheat meal, save your cheat meal for the weekend so you can both kind of enjoy going out and eating and spending time with each other. But you're gonna have to sacrifice doing things like apart and like not being able to do activities all the time, and your partner's just gonna have to deal with it. Like that's just the harsh reality. You are gonna have arguments, your moods are gonna swing loads, like you're gonna have arguments. Like let's get to the, like, just be honest with you guys, like you're gonna be moody, you're gonna have arguments, you're gonna snap at each other, like hangry, like this is just what happens in PrEP. Like when you're spending a lot of time with each other, especially when you're on PrEP, you get frustrated with little niggly things of like what they do, so you can't really stop it. And like my advice to you guys is like what we do is just like any arguments we have during PrEP or anything like that, just ignore each other. Yeah, like don't take it into account. Like you don't, like, it's most of the time when like we have arguments, we don't mean it, we don't mean what we say, we take 5 minutes and like it's over. Like it's not a massive deal. Like it'd be something stupid like, you didn't finish my meal prep. Yeah, no.
Like if you've had like a hard day, you're tired and stuff, even on like off season, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, like I think little arguments like that, they don't, like, what we do is just, we don't take them into account.
Arguments.
Yeah, like, they're meaningless, they don't mean a lot, like, and if it really does come down to the point where it is, like, you're having arguments all the time, like, then maybe take into account, is it even prep that's, like, kind of causing those arguments, do you know what I mean? So, that's just my opinion. I think, like, prep shouldn't be something that should break you. You should be stronger. If you're both not on prep, and one is and one isn't, then they should always kind of appreciate and support what you're going through and make prep easier for you. It shouldn't be that daunting on your relationship that it should break you up. As in, like, I know your other half doesn't want to see you going through what you're going through, like you're getting tireder and leaner throughout the days and stuff like that, but they should support you and should make prep easier for you. So that's my opinion anyway. And if they don't want you doing prep and they're really unhappy with you doing prep, ask them why are they so upset with you doing prep? Why do they really not want you to do prep? And if they, it's probably because they don't understand it. We were just saying this in the car, they probably don't understand it enough, know what it's about. So get them, like, teach them what it's about, teach them what you're doing, like, let them know what you're doing, because sometimes if they see you're getting tireder and angrier each day, they're probably like, I don't like this person. So teach them about what you're doing and, like, why you're doing it and stuff. Number 3, like, let's just be honest and just totally real, your sex levels will go down. Like, your hormones are all over the place. It's just, that's just the truth. Like, when you get deep into prep, your sex levels and your sex drive will go down. Like, it will. Your body fat percentages will take a hit on your hormones, and that will make your sex drive kind of none, like zilch, to be fair. So that's just me being honest with you guys.
Don't do prep, kids.
Yeah, don't do prep, kids. The thing is, prep isn't for everyone, and it isn't for every, like, couple. If both of you aren't on prep, if one is and one isn't, it's difficult for the other half to understand what's going on.
Especially if one of them doesn't train. Then
exactly. That's when I think that's when relationships do break up, is when one of them is into training, either if it's the female or the male, that is into training and into, like, the bodybuilding world and the industry and stuff like that, and the other one isn't. It's hard for them to understand what's going on. Like, all they want to do is go out, socialise, like, live their life, and we want to make sacrifices and, like, thrive in the bodybuilding industry pretty much and do well in it in the industry, and sometimes your other half can't understand it. Stop trying to be funny on camera.
Follow me on Instagram so I can get 10k.
I'm on the screen now, just here. Support your other half if they are on prep and you're not, because it's just it's hard for them if you can't support them throughout prep and you just kind of make it harder for them, saying, like, and arguing about little things and pressuring them to either go out and do things when they can't because they're on prep. Just make it easier for them, and that's why I think we've worked so well throughout our relationship and, like, through prep and stuff, is because we just make it easier for each other. We've never had, like, any major arguments. Like, the only arguments we've had are, like, little tiffs that don't mean anything because we're tired and hungry and stuff like that. Questions. So we've got 3 questions. How do you deal with being on prep and the other one is not? In terms of eating out, socialising and training together. We literally just train together, and, like, obviously he lifts a lot heavier than me anyway, so it's not that hard, like, training together when we're on prep. Like, we're both on prep now, but, like, socialising and events wise, like we've gone out and I've been on prep and you haven't, and I've taken my meals with me and just ate. This has been in the day though, like, obviously in the evening it's a bit different. I've taken my meal with me in the day and you've eaten pizza in front of me. Like, for me, it doesn't bother me like that. Like,
it was a week out and they got a Domino's in front of me.
Exactly, so that's what I mean.
Shouldn't stop you from, like, going out and socialising.
Exactly, like, and if you want to go out and socialise with your friends and stuff, like, last year, I think I went for my friend's birthday, like, a week out, and I went out clubbing, had water, had 1 Diet Coke, and that was it. Like, for me, it doesn't bother me. I've got a goal in mind. I was still there supporting my friend's birthday. Like, it doesn't mean I have to drink. They understand as well. Like, they understand that I'm on prep and I can't drink. You can still go out and, like, have a Diet Coke or have water. Like, you don't have to have alcohol all the time, and you don't have to go out for meals all the time. You can go to the cinema and stuff, like,
fall asleep.
Yeah, we used to go on walks and stuff. Like, it's not that hard. Yeah, no. It does sound boring, but, like, prep, you've got to take sacrifices, so, like,
just helps taking your mind off.
Exactly.
Not being able to eat anything.
Exactly. Like, do things that, like, just take your mind off being on prep. How do you plan your downtime? We don't really plan our downtime. Our downtime's just in the evening, so after training and after work and stuff. Like, it's not, we don't plan our day, our downtime. We just kind of just do whatever, roll with it really, pretty much.
Just sleep.
Yeah, mainly just sleep, because sleep is life. And the last question is, what is your favourite prep activities to do as a couple? And that is literally probably like cinema. On the weekends we'll probably go around shopping maybe, but then when that gets a bit too much and we're a bit tired and we're a bit deeper into prep, like we just have movie nights in and stuff like that. Like with prep you've got to take sacrifices, so either way there's gonna be times where you'll just sit in and doing nothing. Like, it's just got to be done sometimes. Have you enjoyed it being on the vlog? Loads. You've talked to loads as well, so you know.
I'm not used to the vlogging.
You're not used to the vlogging life. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it. Please let me know if you want any other please let me know if you want any other videos like this with Max involved, because
I might talk more next time.
So
we have just trained legs, so
he's a little bit tired. So let me know if you want any other videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to any other couples out there. Please subscribe to my channel and follow Max.
So I can get to 10k.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Fuck's sake. In the middle of the night,